Good afternoon and welcome or welcome back. And welcome back to me too. I don't know if anybody's going to hop on today. I've been gone for, I think, a month. When I looked at my little log that I keep, it was February 9th when I last did a live. So I'll stick around for a minute and see if anybody did see, because I think I posted it a little bit early. So somebody could see it on Facebook or YouTube. So here we go. Shirley, hi. Hey, Rose. Okay, well, it's going to be short and sweet today, just so you know that, because I'm still dealing with all of the other drama in my life. But I just wanted to give you some ideas about what to do. But it's good to see you and good that you found me. And let's get going. So I have started with, I don't know if you saw any of the online exclusives that came the beginning of March, but this is one of them, and it's called Flower Fair. Let's get you down to my desktop so you can see what I'm talking about. And I totally ruined the stamp insert that came with this because the stamp was stuck to it. So I just have the case that it came in. So I'm going to talk about this large background stamp and why you think you might want to need it, or what I think you might want to need it. I played around with this a little bit in early February when I was away on that little weekend retreat, and that was actually the last time that I picked up a stamp. So it was even kind of hard for me to figure out what to do today, make my software work, and go from there. So it was kind of good to sit down here and get busy. Can't guarantee if it will be regular again, so we'll have to see with that. But anyway, I'm going to stamp this large background stamp on using our new stamp positioner, and this is not yet available to customers. But if you have any stamp positioner, the Stamparatus, if you have it, keep it, love it, don't ever let it go because it will never fail you. But that one is no longer available. So this is our new one, and it's on springs, so it works that way. It has a take this off here. It has a way to do the stair step type stamping so that you can keep things aligned easily. So that goes that way. I'm not using that today. So it does the job, and you can get these papers as an extra add-on too. And I'm hoping that this comes out in the new catalog, which will be coming in May. Yes, and there's going to be a new catalog rollout type thing that I can talk about when I have more information. So I'm going to turn this over. Okay, this plate here is magnet, and this goes on here. So I'm going to turn this over and use some Memento black ink. So when you think of a background stamp, you think of it as more of like a texture type of stamp and not something that is full of flowers like this one is. So I looked at it and looked at it. I did look up some ideas, got a couple ideas of my own. And so it does offer some challenges. So I'm going to put this kind of largish piece of basic white here. And when I before I put the magnets down, I want to make sure I've got it positioned. So even when I put this on here, it doesn't touch my paper yet, not until I push it down. So that looks like it's going to fit. Going to move it over just a little bit. Put the magnets on here. The magnets are super cool because they won't attack one another like the ones do with the Stamparatus. So there, that's in the way. That's why I made this a little bit bigger. See if that works. This is still in the way a little bit. Let's get it over here to hold that down. Okay. Okay, let's move this. So what have you all been up to? The weather is beautiful here today. I just came back downstairs and it's like 67 degrees outside, but we've got some cooler weather coming back next weekend, but it's March. That's what we do in March in Ohio. Okay, so the best thing about a stamp positioner is, let's get it turned over, go the right way. Told you I've been away from my creativity for a while here. There we go. Well, since I had it going the wrong way, let's move it back. So you'll have to forgive me. I feel like a brand new stamper. Okay, here we go. So back to this stamp. Don't look at it as a full background. You can, and I'll show you a couple things that I made that weekend I was gone. But look at it as the way you can maybe cut it apart or do some fussy cutting. So what I'm going to do today is to show you several ideas that I came up with, but I'm not going to have a complete cards, just because I thought it was more advantageous to come up with some new ideas to get you excited. So, oh, some fun fold get well and thinking of you cards. That's great, Rose. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So I don't think I need to add more ink and do that again. Okay, I'm also pulling out for sentiments to remind you of are the Greetings for All Mix and Match ephemera that are in the annual catalog. So here we are, March. We've got March, April, and then we're going to get a new catalog. So things like this typically go away, but there's lots of things here. We've got Easter, flowers here, which would be great for Easter. So let's wipe that off a little bit so I don't get anything on it. All right, so let's pull that away. Now look at it from, zoom in here a little bit, from the perspective of being able to cut out individual flowers here instead of looking at it that way. So you could cut out this. If you like to fussy cut, it's perfect. Even these smaller flowers. So let me show you kind of what I've come up with and then get your creative mind going. Okay, here was one that I did do the weekend that I was away, and punch this out with, not punched, but die cut it out and use this as a spotlight. And then this could be added to maybe, let's see what we've got here. There's so many different, it's what is it called? Greetings for All. So it's got all kinds of seasons in here. This could be Happy Easter and mount that with that. The white is a little bit different, so I might want to mount that on something else. Got hello, happy birthday, lots of things that could then make this into a full card. So that one was done. Here is another idea. This was one that I did where I stamped the whole thing, and actually a larger piece of paper is good for this. Then you've got something to really hold on to. And in coloring them in with the Stampin' Blends, but then this took a little bit of time. I went around and did all the background with the Pool Party Stampin' Blend. So that makes that pop. And it's almost like a spotlight type effect. That could be made into a 6x6 card. Let's see what this actual size is. This is actually a 6x6, so it could be cut down to be 5.5. You don't have to, you know, have the whole thing, but it could be a full 5.5 card. You know, make that a get well. All kinds of things there. So that's number 2. Here is a number. Now these next ones are not put together at all. I will put them together, and perhaps if I get a chance, I'll put them on the Facebook page. Okay, here's one. The idea was from someplace that I saw, not sure. You have all kinds of strips and stripes and whatever hanging around. I know you do. If you're like me, you keep them, or if you're not like me, you throw them away, which is why I have this huge mess here. So I have 2 strips. These are 3/8 of an inch. 1/2 inch I thought was too big or too wide. And then just kind of position these, make them long enough so that you know that you're going to cut these off, and just create a design, very simple design on a layer that is going to go on a full-size card. And put that there. One here. And again, this is not complete. Then you snip it off, put it on a card base. Let's say you have some of these cut out as fussy cut pieces. Put that there. Put another one here. The leaf came off this one. Put those there, and then take one of these greetings for all, or you could stamp and make it thanks. So again, more ideas. Oh, I like this big thanks here. What's this one? This would be pretty. Or oh, happy day. I like that. These also come in black too. Let me look at, see what a black one looks like. And you don't have to color all of these flowers in either. So, you know, make it easy. This could be, oh, happy day. Hello. Add some more green to this, and we've got St. Patrick's Day coming up. These don't have any adhesive on the back, so you can pop them up with a Stampin' Dimensional. There's St. Patrick's Day. Make these green. I think in Ireland or whatever, they don't like green and orange together, or whatever. Something tells me that. Here's a thank you. So I kind of like the black on this a little bit better. Here's a quick thinking of you. Just simple, okay? So that's one idea. So it's easier for me to come up with the ideas to show you more things that you could do with this than making finished cards, and then I'll get them finished at some point. So again, looking at this from a totally different perspective. Okay, here's another one where I did some fussy cutting. I haven't colored these. Let's see, rose. I like the black. Yes, these are all from the same thing, black and white. And I suppose you could color some things in if you want. And again, this was, let's get them out of here. Greetings for All, Mix and Match Ephemera on page 25 and 26 of the annual catalog. And they're $7. And you just get so much here. I mean, it's every season. Best wishes, sweet baby. There's even Halloween, holidays, just about anything that you might want to think of that can give you a quick and easy set of cards or sentiments, whatever you want. Okay. Okay, this was one where I grabbed a piece of designer paper. This happens to be from, let's see, I've got it down here. The Lovely Blossoms Designer Series payment, or Designer Series paper. And it's from the Lovely Arrangement Suite. Again, it's online. And I cut out some papers, or some flowers. Haven't colored them yet. You could make a little arrangement with whatever you have cut out. And here's a little easy get well soon. Again, I like the black better. Just because the whites don't match, I suppose you could color behind them if you want. Let's look. Let's look and see. Let's grab this one. You did it for whatever you want to do. So that's idea, what we have here. Idea number 1, 2, this is 3, 4, I guess. So that goes with that. Okay, here is another one that is almost done, actually. I have a pool party card base. Here's some more of that pool party paper from that same DSP, but I ran this through an embossing folder, the Damask embossing folder, so that could go on there. This is a strip. So look at this, again, not as the whole, but in pieces. So I cut a strip of this. This could go on here and add, again, a sentiment, maybe a thank you. Add some ribbons, some embellishments. You could put an embossed piece here. So today's the day to just kind of make you think a little bit. Think about it, think about it. And let's see, did that one go with this one? They're all kind of mix and match. That's what I did here. That could be mix and match there. Thank you. And then this one is a long slimline card that is 3.5 by 8.5 that would fit in a regular business size envelope. These I cut out were just a little bit too big to go on a 4.25 by 5.5 because, again, I cut a strip and then cut it into 1.5-inch squares mounted on 1 3/4-inch squares. And here's just a strip down the middle to add a little bit of texture or dimension. And then I would pop these up. Now these, because they were cut out from the same piece, will match when they would be together. So you can see how it sets it up like that. So you can separate them as much as you like. Maybe add some ribbon here. Add some embellishments. Let's see, what do we have here? There are multiples of these too, in the white and the black. Like we have 2 congratulations in the black, 2 happy Halloween. So there's more than just one. Can put congratulations there. There's a thank you. So that's kind of what I had to show you today. It got me down to my craft room again, and it's been way too long, but there have been days where I just could not get here to create because there's so much else to do. But I really hope, and I'm going to ask for some prayers, that this week something comes to closure, I hope, and get the legalities of all of this out of the way so I can finally get going on moving and getting to be creative again. So again, I don't know what's happening this weekend. Hopefully something big will change. That's my hope, my prayer. And so we'll go from there. So that was only a quick 20-minute today, but I hope I'm leaving you with some wonderful ideas for this large background stamp. You can keep it whole, cut it up, sit and cut all those little pieces out. You've got lots and lots of opportunities with this one big stamp set. And so I hope that sets you off with making some things work this week. So I'm not going to promise anything about, I usually say I'll see you next week, but I can't promise that. So I will say I'll see you when I see you. And just keep hoping that things go well for me. And I will hope that things go well for you too. Go out there and enjoy that good day before we get some other bad weather here. Take care.